Hey, welcome to One-on-One Photo. Today we're doing another review for you. It is the Evolution 8 camera photo backpack by Tamrac. This is it right here, and this is quite a bit different than some of the other backpacks you see out there, and I'll show you why. Let's start with the front. Well, on the outside, you do get a rain cover with this one, which you don't with every backpack these days, which is kind of a shame. The difference between this one and the other ones is that most rain covers are actually attached right to your backpack. So if you're out there and you get soaking wet and you can't have, and then it's all you want to dry off and you're inside, your backpack rain cover is still attached to your camera bag. In this case, it's completely separate. So you can pull this aside, put it on the ground or whatever, let it dry off, and then wrap it right up and put it back. Only disadvantage though, you could lose it, which does happen. But anyway, I think it's a great idea. I like it much better than that. I know some other bags where the rain cover is completely attached to the bag, and you get it caught in a downpour, then it stops raining, and then you're shoving that back in there, it's soaking wet, you got to swing it around to dry it. Anyway, I think this is a better design. Also on the outside you have a secondary pocket. It's a small one, but it's good enough for carrying something like a memory card or a filter or whatever you need. There's not a ton of pockets on the outside because all these other ones, all they do is access your material inside. One thing it is different, as I mentioned before, is that a lot of slingbacks, you can use them just as a slingback. Well, this one has a secondary backpack strap. So you can mount it with both straps over your shoulder. You can mount it crossed over your shoulder and around your waist, because it does have a waist strap. Or you can just use it as a slingback, either right or left. Now some backpacks out there that are advertised as sling packs, you can only mount them on your right hand side or your left hand side. That leads to a sore shoulder. And so I think this is a superior design. And also, this other backpack, it tucks away nicely. Now, going to the inside, it can hold a laptop, and it has a small laptop compartment here, if I can show it to you. It's pretty secure, it's really well padded. The only thing is, you're looking at something like a 13-inch MacBook Pro or a little small Ultrabook. The other larger laptops, even a 15-inch, really tough to get in here. That being said, it's great for an iPad or whatever else you're carrying with you. So I kind of like it. Moving to the inside, on top you get one large pocket here. Now this is good for carrying a secondary lens, or even if you're carrying your flashes or whatever, even your lunch, and it's quite a big space in here. So sometimes when I'm carrying two bodies, I'd rather have one inside the top here with a small lens like a 35 or 50, and you can easily pull it out, and then have your larger lens attached to your camera inside the backpack itself. Moving back to the front, it does come with a little tripod foot pocket, and I guess the reasoning behind it is you got to put your tripod foot pocket in there, strap your little strap on the top of your tripod, you can carry it around. It's good, but only for really small tripods. Anything even relatively large in size, like 60 inches or higher, it's not going to be too great for this. What I do find is that you can use the bottom, these little strap holders here. You can get your own straps and actually mount the tripod across the bottom. Far superior, I think, than carrying it across the top here. A little bit awkward when you're taking it off, but nevertheless much better. Now, moving to the inside, you can access your equipment in three different ways. Firstly, just through the top here. And if you take a look, you got a generous amount of space in here. This center portion here, it will fit a larger lens while on your body. In this case, I put a 70-200 2.8 Nikon VR2 in there. It's a fairly chunky lens, and it held on pretty good. And you can access it while it's a sling back through this other pocket here. Now, Tamrac does claim that this bag can hold a camera with a battery grip, and I have put a D700 with a battery grip in this unit. The only thing is, it's a bit tight when you pull it out. So it does loosen up a little bit over time, like all things do, but initially it's kind of tight. In terms of accessing your gear from the front, The pads are pretty well designed. They're not too rugged, not too stiff. They are rugged, but not too stiff. And it's fairly easy to contour this to whatever equipment you're carrying. In terms of how much you can carry in there, as I said, one large lens, and then you can probably put 3 or 4 others. I've had this loaded down to, while this is well over, I've had this loaded down to up to 40 pounds. It's just carrying a lot a year. But you know, your mileage may vary. Everyone's got a different standard of what they like inside. Some people like a lot of compartments. Some people like it really simple. Either way, they're all removable. You can contour it the way you want. Inside the front flap, you have another pocket here. Zips open. Again, memory cards or lens cleaning cloths, what have you. It's not a bad pocket. I kind of wish there was a little bit more in terms of small pockets in the outside, but this is not bad. Like most of you, I find when you're out in the field, you generally access those little pockets a little bit less than you actually think you do. You're generally just going for your camera and you're in and out for swapping lenses. Now overall, this is the Evolution 8. You can get something a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger. I wouldn't recommend the smaller one, especially if you have anything more than 3 or 4 lenses. This is just the right size, I find. I've had it on my back, carrying it all day long. It's been pretty good, pretty comfortable. And some of these backpacks, they can get pretty uncomfortable out there. It is padded in the back, so there's a little bit of air circulation going through there, a little bit of sweat relief. So I think you'd like that feature. Overall, I would have to say this Tamrac Evolution 8 is one of the better backpacks I've ever used. I highly recommend it. Go out and get yourself one.